do a nice gentle 30-minute yoga Vinyasa Flow. This is a great one for a gentle kind of wake up in the morning, or it could also suffice as an evening wind down, or perfect if you've just done a workout, because it will lengthen a lot of the quads and all the calves and all the other stuff that you just need to get lengthening out after you've done quite a big workout. So it will cover all bases. So that's good. So we'll just get on with it straight away, coming straight into connecting with the breath as always. Just taking a nice deep Ujjayi breath, expanding the belly on the inhale. And exhaling. Just allowing the shoulders to drop. And just allow your mind to relax of all the chatter. And then next inhale. You can open your eyes and just take your hands up and clasp the fingers together like so. And I want you to try and prise those fingers apart. So relax the shoulders down. This is all about engaging the arms and warming up the arms first of all. So we're just trying to prise the fingers apart, breathing as we go. If you've got long fingernails, you might find this a little bit tricky, so just try and find some way of doing it on the pads of your fingers. You could also just clasp your fingers like so if it's really difficult, because it's still giving you a decent stretching and strengthening in the shoulders. Okay, and turn the hands round, do the same again. Just breathing in. So we're still maintaining this breath all the way through the practice, so that at the end of the practice you will have oxygenated your body sufficiently, and you will also really feel a lot more calm within your whole body and mind. Okay, release. You'll find that's quite powerful. Take the right hand down, bring the left arm up, and then inhale and just exit over as far as you can. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale the left arm back and bring the right arm up and exhale down. Again, just keep that breath going. Inhale back down, inhale the left arm up again, exhale over. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale back down. So this is just lengthening through the sides. You don't want to take your sitting bone off the floor here, you just want to keep it nice and planted firmly down on the ground. You're only opening up the side of the body and bring yourself up out the pelvis, back to normal. Okay, inhale. Arms up and exhale to warm up twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind. Lift in the chest, breathing. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5, come back to centre, inhale, arms up, exhale. Okay. And 3, 4, and 5. Come back to centre. You'll find that you really do actually realign that back quite quickly. Right, grab the toes, okay, and come back onto the sacrum, engage the core, and lift the legs up. So you're making yourself a nice balance. Hold steady. I'll come around here so I can show you on the side way, it might be a bit easier for you to see. All right, so we're just holding that balance. Now you might have to bend your knees if your hamstrings are a bit struggling, because of course, if you're doing it first thing in the morning, your hamstrings might feel quite tight. All right, so we're just taking the head back slowly, and so we're creating a bit of heat in our core, and therefore into our whole body. Just breathe. Okay, now, this is where it gets tricky. You might want to take your head up first. You want to just take those legs out to the sides. So just opening those legs out. Again, you need to adjust that core in order to be able to do that without wobbling over. So again, you want to engage the arms. You want to make sure the back is nice and straight. And you can take your head back if you wish, but that might unsettle the balance. So just take it easy and hold it strong in the core. Of course, you can do this with bent knees also. Just taking it nice and easy. Back to centre. Good. And then coming back down. All right, come forward. I'm just going to come into tabletop for the moment. Take a nice deep breath in here. And as you exhale, move to that left arm down. Okay, underneath. You can bring your weight down onto the head. Keep a hand here so that it's nice and steady. Breathing 1. You can bring your weight down on that shoulder. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back up again. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale the right arm down and under. And again, this is just opening up the shoulders a little bit, bringing a nice twist into the back, which just allows for a nice deep stretch in the back. And some pressure on the shoulder allows for the shoulder opening also. 3, 4, and 5. Come back up to centre. Okay, so coming into tabletop position, we're going to inhale and we're going to bring our gaze up, bring our tummy to the floor in a nice cat and cow, Vidyalasana. Exhale, round the shoulders. Okay, tummy to the spine. Inhale. Warming up the spine or warming down the spine, depending on how you feel. This is a great one to do anyway, first thing in the morning, and also if you've been sitting a lot in the evening, which during the winter time you find yourself doing more, but you can quite often get a stiffness in your back as a result. So a few cats and cows before bed you'll find is beneficial actually. Okay, so let's do 2 more. So you can never do enough cats and cows, I find. They're really very good. Okay, exhale once more. And then just bring yourself back onto the heels, okay? We're going to take a nice deep stretch out. Stretch the hands as far as you can. Bring the forehead to the floor. Breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Curl the toes under, downward dog. Again, you can never have too many downward dogs in your practice. It's such a wonderful posture to encompass so many aspects of deep stretching, both in the hamstrings and the calves, but it's also great for your abdominals and the transverse abdominis. As you naturally scoot up here, it's great for building strength in the arms and the shoulders. We're creating length in the back, opening the shoulders, bringing blood to the head so you're oxygenating your brain. There's just so much to love about this posture. Plus it helps to realign the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system as well, which runs up over to the spine as well. So breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that left leg up to the ceiling. Press down with that right foot. Bring the knee all the way through and swivel round to bring the left foot out here. And you're going to lift up here. Just bring it. It's almost like a wild thing with the hand back, holding onto that left arm, very strongly grounding through the floor. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring yourself back to downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right leg up to the ceiling. And bring it all the way through and swivel around that left foot again. Bring yourself up to a kind of a sort of modified wild thing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that left hand down. Come back into downward dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right leg up to the ceiling this time, and then I want you to bring it all the way through to the hands. You're going to come down into a nice lunge. Come straight the way up, bring the arms up to the ceiling, and as you exhale, bring that left elbow down, palm the hands together in the prayer position, bring your hands back down towards the back foot. And we'll just open up the wrists here. So if you press firmly into the palms, you'll find that you're also then starting to engage the arms and the shoulders. Again, just building strength. We lose muscle mass after the age of 30, so it's always good to build up strength in the body, to build the muscle back up again, to make up for that loss. And pushing the hands together like this is just a simple little thing, but it can actually have a big impact. Alright, okay, bringing the hands down, curl the left toes under, back to downward dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Left leg all the way up to the ceiling and bring it all the way through to the hands. Come down to lunge. Bring the arms up. Actually I did it this way, didn't I? The arms up and then bring that right arm down to the left knee. Palm the hands together and bring them back down towards the back foot. You're gazing over that left shoulder with your eyes sort of gazing up towards the sky. Breathing nice and deeply, feeling that nice twist. Three, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring the hands back down. Come back into your downward dog. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I want you to just bend the knees and do a little jump up to the centre of your mat, okay? So you're just doing a little jump. I'm going to try and land this nice and quietly. Alright, coming back up again. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Oh, wonderful. And exhale back down. Okay, so we're going to come into a Garudasana posture, which is eagle pose. Because I like this one in terms of the fact that it really does open up all the joints. So it's a balance as well. So just see how you go. So we're going to take the weight on that left foot. We're going to take the right leg over, okay, and then try and tuck that right foot behind your calf, alright? Then your arms, right arm under the left, tucking over, and then palm the hands together. Okay, so right under left, bring the elbows up and try and hold. So again, you need to keep your vision on something straight ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. I'll not hold it for too long because it is a bit tricky actually to keep the balance. Okay, let's try the other side. Weight on the right foot. Remember to keep the core engaged, of course, all the way around. Okay, so left comes under, right this time. Lift up the elbows, that just opens up the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Well done. Okay, take that right foot in. We're going to do a nice little triangle. Come into warrior feet. Inhale back, up. Reach out that right hand and come down towards the floor. Again, don't worry about how far you get down, you just want to make sure it's a nice side stretch. So looking up towards the left hand if you can. Keep both legs nice and strong, lift up the kneecaps, remember your core. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale back up. Swivel the feet round, left hand and down. Good, gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Inhale. Coming back up again. Bring your feet, your heels into goddess position. I'm just going to come down. I'm just going to hold a nice plie, just for 5, just so we're opened up all this hip area here. Keep the back straight. Breathing 1, keep the core engaged. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, bring yourself up, bring your feet into star, take the hands down. On an exhale, bend the knees and just swing gently the hips from side to side. Just gentle, nothing too deep. Okay, now we're going to do something quite different, okay? We're going to just bring now the weight over onto that left foot. Now we're going to turn the right foot round and we're going to bring our body weight down onto the left ball of the foot so that we have a nice hamstring stretch on the right hand side, and we're just bringing the weight down on this leg, but the foot gets some nice circulation going back in because it's needing to take quite a lot of weight. So we're just going to keep the right toe flexed up towards the sky, keep the shoulders up, breathing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the hands down, so help yourself move back up. Swing over to the other side. Okay, again, just take it easy. Watch those knee joints and everything else as you do the swing. Again, the left toe up towards the sky, lifting up in the chest, is taking the weight down on that right foot, and at the same time you want to stretch this. So you want to make sure the foot is as far out as you can away from your body to get maximum lengthening in the back of the leg. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, bring the hands down to help yourself get back up again. Bring your feet into star position, and then just take the hands down, let the top of the head hang down towards the floor. You might find that your spine starts to just settle back into position here. Again, if you keep your core nice and straight and your knees engaged, you're bringing strength and lengthening through the legs. Head down towards the floor. And just breathe through. Okay, well done. Right, okay, bring the hands forward. Okay, so you're still directing the energy through the back of the thighs to the back wall. You're just taking the hands out as far as you can. You bring the chest down towards the floor. Breathing through. It's a great way to open up the spine and just that whole body, just to lengthen through. Okay, swing, slide those hands back, bend the knees and just bring the feet together in a nice small jump and come down to seated. Okay, feet out in front, Paschimottanasana. Again, just make sure your back is nice and straight as you come down. And again, just come down to whichever depth you're happy with. Breathing, keep that core engaged, shoulders nice and soft. And you're just wanting to gently, if you're quite far down here, you just want to try and get your gaze up towards your toes. If you're up here a little bit, you just want to make sure you're lifting in the chest and you're bringing your tummy down towards the thighs. Okay? 3, 4, and 5. Good. Slowly come back up. Right, bring that right foot out, left foot in. Okay, now we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And we're going to exhale and bring our hand down towards that right toe and bring the left arm over. And just breathe out and through this lengthening of that side of the body. Doesn't matter if your arm is still up here. It's really neither here nor there. You're just wanting to lengthen as much as your body will allow you to do so. And just listen to your body and honour this body. Your body is a temple. I love that analogy that's always used about if your body was a Formula 1 car, come back up again. And just take, inhale, exhale, bring that tummy round towards that left leg and slowly come down, stretching out. Yeah, so if your body was a Formula 1 car, so it has to work at its optimum, okay? Full of energy, full of beans. You would not put the wrong fuel in that Formula 1 car. So, we need to honour our bodies. Your body is a temple. Come back up slowly. And bring that right foot in and start to think about what we put in our bodies. It's amazing how much differently your body moves, feels, reacts to things. Inhale, and as you exhale, come down this side. When you put the right fuel in. And as everyone knows, it ain't rocket science. But it is nice to have a little treat every now and then, isn't it? Well, life is for living as well, isn't it? But I have to say, to keep your immune system really strong, just eating healthily and keeping your body moving and breathing is key. Bring that arm back up and inhale. And as you exhale, just turn your tummy around so it's more in line with that right leg. And exhale down. Just opening up these hips gently. Don't want anything too stressful really. It's just enough to warm up the body in the morning. But it's also nice to have a nice deep stretch before going to bed. And 4 and 5. Okay, coming back up again, just bring the feet together, about 1.5 feet away from the body. Take a nice deep breath in and we'll come forward. Again, we're just opening up those hips. So we're opening up also the lower back so that if you've been sitting for a long period of time, you have opened up your body, your lower back, so hopefully you'll have more comfortable sleep. Or if it's in the morning, of course, you're waking up your back, ready to start the day. Yoga any time of the day. Okay, taking a nice deep breath. 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Okay, slowly, we're just going to bring a nice back bend in here. We're going to come back on our backs. Okay, we're going to take a nice deep breath in here, lifting up. And again, you can support your back if you wish. If anyone would like to do a full crab here, and you can go ahead and do that. You should hopefully have a sufficient warm up there. But if you're not used to doing crab and it's a bit of a tricky thing to do, then I would probably just stick with this, because normally you do your back bend near the end of the practice, and this is only really kind of 25 minutes to 26 minutes into the class. So just be gentle with yourself. It's a question of just opening everything nice and gently. But if you're quite, cool with crabs, and you can do them, and you want to just have that little bit of extra boost here, then you can be doing crab if you wish. So bringing yourself up, Remember, don't move your neck, keep it nice and steady. Just try to keep lifting up here. Three, 4, and 5. You can bring your body back down. Bring the knees to the chest and just rock from side to side. Okay, now I want you to grab the toes, okay, here, and we're going to rock up to seated. Just hold the balance here with your feet off if you can. So again, you're having to get that core nice and strongly. Okay, bring the legs out in front, come forward again for another forward fold. And 4. And 5. Okay, we're going to just finish off with a nice quad stretch, and we can take it as deep as you feel you can, okay? So we're going to just take the right leg back and the left leg back. Now, if you can bring your body down into that space so that your legs are parallel, let me show you here. Alright, so my bottom would come into this bit here. Now remember, if you're struggling a bit with that, you can bring a block in or a couple of books, alright, and just sit here. Now, but, I'll explain in a minute. If you've got the blocks here, you might have very tight quads, or your knees or your ankles might just be a little bit, you know, you're just being gentle with them. So don't force this position, okay? Please don't do that, because it will just take time for your body to adjust. If you're here, okay, and indeed if you have a block, that's fine as well. Next stage I want you to do is just sit here comfortably, and then I want you to be able to take your hands back behind. So again, you're taking a little bit more weight back. Now if you're on a block, you don't go any further than this position, okay? You're just going to be keeping yourself here, so it's a nice quad stretch. It's allowing your knees and your ankles and the tops of your feet to get a nice, decent stretch here. If you're quite happy in this position without a block, and you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can come down onto the elbows if you wish, okay? Or, and again, you might just want to stay here for a few breaths if that's as far as you're comfortable with going. And if your knees are coming off the mat, I would suggest you come up a little bit. Okay. If your knees start coming off the mat, you're going too far for your quad stretch. It's too much of a quad stretch for you, and you're having to bring the knee up. So you need to just modify by coming up. If you're fine, you can go all the way down to Supta Vrasana and hold that position there. Now this is a slight back bend that's going on here as well. So again, just take it easy in your own time. Breathe through, using the modifications as suits. Now, if you are down here, the best way to come back up, let's just have another 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, the best way is to bring your hands on your feet, lift up onto your elbows first of all. Remember, your core has to be really strong. Adjust yourself so that your elbows are firmly supporting your body. Hands on the tops of your feet. Use your core, push down on the tops of your feet so you're coming up in a straight line. You don't want to be coming up one side or the other if you can help it. Try and come up in a nice straight line, and then you're not compromising any of the hips or the pelvis area. And keeping that core strong will allow you to lift up, pushing with your arms. So it's like a bit like your arms using as a piston, if you know what I mean, to bring yourself back up. Alright, now, if you're in this position, you need to come out really slowly, because you might find that the blood's kind of gone out your legs a little bit, okay, and you might get pins and needles. So I would suggest you come forward, use your hands to support yourself, and then just slowly bring yourself round into a seated position. Take the legs out in front, so they have a chance just to relax here for a little bit. And hopefully now you'll see You'll find that your legs feel great. You've got a nice stretch here. Your knees have been opened, your ankles, tops of the feet. We've opened up the sides of the bodies and the shoulders. And in fact, the only thing we probably need to do is a little neck roll. So let's bring the chin to the chest. Just roll the head all the way around, one direction, back to centre. Deep breath in, exhale, let's bring the chin down, go the other way. All the way around and back to centre. Well done everybody. That's your 30-minute practice. Just bring yourself into the comfortable Sukhasana position, or if you want to come into a lotus or half lotus or whatever you feel comfortable with, we'll just end the practice. But please give yourself at least 5 minutes Shavasana at the end of every practice if you can. Okay, we'll just finish off with our hands in Anjali Mudra. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you. Well done everybody. See you next time. Have a great day or a great sleep.